The first thing I guess I'd say is, teams can't come into your building and shoot 62%. That's not a recipe for winning, and they do a great job of spreading you out and making easy plays and sharing the basketball, and got guys that can knock shots down. And Jesperson hits 5 of them, and but West does a great job of finding those guys and making you pay. They're a hard team to defend. We tried probably 10 different possessions of zone, and just threw them off a little bit, I think, zone early, and then they hit a couple threes in the last 2 possessions. But when they're shooting the basketball, they're a hard team to defend.
Coach, you kind of tweaked the lineup a little bit, gave Dominic a start. He seemed to pay off dividends pretty early, 4 quick points and got some rebounds early. Rate his performance, and what kind of prompted the shift?
Dominic has the brighter future. He just needs the time, and so he's played well the last 3 weeks. Tonight was the most minutes he's ever played, and so he's not in great shape. And most people would think, well, how the heck can he not be in shape in February? But when you're playing 10 minutes a night, you can get out of shape. So if we can get him back into shape a little bit and have him finish on a positive note. He's fine until he gets fatigued. I thought his numbers 13 and 7 for his first start, pretty good, and I know he was excited about that. And the other guy that's made great strides for us is Ori. We're asking him to guard the team's best offensive player. Tonight had to be the point guard, and he's a two-way player right now, being able to score some buckets at the other end of the floor for us. So those 2 guys were, gave us glimpses of, I think, better things to come from both of them.
Reed, just talk about how hard is it to guard UNI in the sense that they present size matchups. Someone's got to guard Jesperson, and you faced them twice now. How difficult a matchup does UNI present when you're trying to play defense on them?
I think they do a good job of running their stuff. They got a lot of plays, a lot of sets, and a lot of actions they have to defend, and they have a good knack of finding when we're sleeping or when we're not seeing the ball or attacking ball screen coverages. So they got a lot of stuff coming at you, and it's difficult to remember everything. When we go over scout, we go over everything, but you got to come to the game and just play your principles, and they do a good job executing.
Coach, you obviously faced them and it didn't go well for you, but when you were studying and preparing, did you see a different kind of flow or swagger to UNI this time around? They've won 4 in a row now, and when you played them early, they had been struggling. Did they look a little crisper offensively?
I think they've been pretty good. I know they've had some tough stretches when we haven't seen them, but you beat Carolina and Iowa State this year early, so they're a pretty good basketball team. They've made may have had a hiccup or somewhere along the way, but at the Big Four Classic, I thought they were hitting on all cylinders, and but they've been able to pick themselves back up and get on pace, and I think they're as good as anybody in our league right now.
Could you put a finger on what it was that made Jesperson so effective, especially being on the arc tonight?
Yeah. There's not one thing. They're so spread, and so as soon as you help on a ball screen, you only need to take one bad step, and West does a great job finding people, and the last one now he got was just we fell asleep on a fill, but he's with Bohannon, Jesperson, and Morgan out there spacing the floor, and shoot, when you come in with Carlson, he can shoot it at the 5 spot, and so it's just difficult. Pick your poison. You can try to zone, you can try to do a lot of different things, and Paul got it rolling. He had too many looks. He had 9 looks from it, so it's just hard to guard. Got to give something up.
Anything else?
UNI had 28 points in the paint as opposed to Drake's 18. What do you guys got to do to kind of sell it out in the paint, especially since they didn't go to the line at all?
Yeah, that can't be. When you're going to give something up, it's one or the other. It can't be both of those. And you're going to give probably the jump shot up at times, and we need to do a better job just pressuring the basketball so you had time to recover and when you're helping people. So that's on us.
Very good.